Okay, testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1 2 3 4. Let me know if you guys are able to hear me. Hello. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Hopefully everyone is doing a-okay today. And yes, we are. Okay, most excellent. Hello, Pokemon. Hello, Cogsright. Hello, LM Dragon. Hello, Size or Sai. Hello. Um, Hello, guy from Space, Texas. Nice to see you again. Hello, Dan Wright. Nice to see you as well, Mr. Dan Wright 300. Hello, Sparky Beardy. Hello, Wolf with Sword. And I think that's actually everyone, so I think we're good. All right, so today we are going to be proceeding. I did print the, oh, hello, Jove. And hello, Alex. I did end up printing the cheese holder. So moment of truth. Moment of truth real quick. I'm kind of curious if the cheese is gonna... Fits pretty good, doesn't it? Now, it's not a perfect fit, but it's pretty close. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys were able to see, but like there's like literally friction as it slides down. Like that's how close the fit is. So yes, so it did turn out a-okay, which is good. So we are going to be continuing today. We need to work on the knife cutting part, or the cutting portion, so like the saw blade essentially, and we should go ahead and try to get that working. For those of you not in Discord, Alex is planning on staying up all night and then traveling to the con. Well, if the train ride's long enough, you might just be able to sleep. And also, Alex Dice, are you ready? Okay. No. There is no reset. There is no great reset. Not yet. So today we are going to be continuing. In order to get the knife cutting machine working, we're going to still have to do at least one more actuator. So we're going to have to make one more V-bridge for the linear actuator, for a different actuator for our... Because we already have one actuator for the Glizzy magazine, but we need an additional magazine for the other. So that's what we are going to start with, and then we are just going to talk and chill today. I'm not feeling overly energetic, but I'm not feeling unenergetic either. I just want to do, you know, vibes. I just want to vibe, you know? I hope that's okay. Hopefully everyone is having a pretty a-okay day. My day is going, again, it's a vibe. Thank you for the head pats, and I didn't buffer head pats. That means I also didn't buffer bonk. Oh, hello, Potter. How's it going? Okay. So we're going to need this. I am going to have to open up some new relays, so give me a second just to grab those. And then Cogsright is right. I mode chocolate, so I have some delicious chocolate here, 72%. Classic dark chocolate. Hi, are you Dr. Blowhole from the Penguins of Madagascar? No, I don't think so. Unless they commit war crimes. But welcome in, Premium Me. Hopefully everything is going a-okay with you. Anyways, so we're going to need 2 relays to make our V-bridge. We're going to need multiple different power sources, and then we'll proceed from there. Let's go ahead and get this guy set up, though. It's once... Or you're not supposed to start with that? I mean, clearly it's a joke, right? I hope it's clear that it's a joke. Sorry. But that's okay. If Premium Me never comes back, that'll be sad. And also, I forgot to thank Sizeballs for subscribing. Thank you so much. It's always appreciated, but never necessary. I appreciate it so much, and Wow, it's only been 2 months. I feel like you've been around for longer. And brother of Shy Lily. No, Shy Lily is my dad canonically. Not like actually canonically, by the way. That was just the joke that was made. But yeah, hopefully everyone is doing fine on this Friday. Hoping to make some good progress on this. I am around for longer. Subscribed only later. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. Okay, so this is going to be... Okay, so again, we have like the Hotdog magazine. Hotdog magazine's gonna push it out, and then we need a main assembly line to push it like forward. So it's going to be that. That's what we are making, and that's what we need to get configured. We are also going to need to design a buzz saw for this, for it to cut into the Twinkie. So that is the plan. Hopefully we'll be able to do some testing today. I'm hoping we'll be able to do testing today, but we'll see. And yeah, that was the joke. If Dr. Blowhole is your uncle, that means he's the brother of either your mom or your dad, jokingly referred to as Shy Lily. I see. I see, says the blind person. Okay. And it's good to hear that it's a good Friday for you. I need my screwdrivers. Let's see. What has been new in life? I feel like I'm always missing flathead screwdrivers. I don't know how I'm always missing flathead screwdrivers. I just need to buy like 20 flathead screwdrivers at this point. But I feel like I'm always missing flatheads. Huh. I will try to make do. You guys should collab on anniversary. Perhaps, perhaps. An iFixit kit has been around. Okay. What do I need? I need a flathead. So I need a flathead to undo these. While they are Phillips heads, the Phillips head is not good for it. At least from what I found. I guess I'll just use... Nope, those are knives. Give me a sec. Surely I'll figure it out. But yeah, let's see. What are my weekend plans? Oh, there it is. Okay. Wait, why don't my days match? I'm sorry, why don't the days match on my follow age? Oh, I don't know. And also, thank you so much for following ArtCat. I hope you have a good time for however long you are here. Whether that be 3 minutes, 3 days, 3 years, 3 months. Also, 109. Why 109? If you don't mind me asking. And, hey Brink, how's it going? Nice to see you. Oh wait, do you know ArtCat? That's pretty cool. That's pretty gangster. Okay, that's too big. Give me a second. But welcome in, ArtCat. Welcome in. ArtCat is awesome. Oh, nice. Good, glad it's Friday. Had to write the most boring code of my life today. Oh, I also wrote boring code today. Actually, yeah, I did write boring code, but I get to do exciting analysis, so that's pretty good. Username with the same name existed, had to use number. Okay, that's fair. And AR is an assault rifle or augmented reality or ARC. ARC AT. I just need to get this guy undone. Oh, wow. Oh, they're a code bug. Okay, Arcane Cat. Okay. I see. I am definitely looking forward to this weekend. Quite a lot. To have some free time. It's going to be Gouda. It's going to be very Gouda. I'm going to get to play lots of video games. I hope. That is my dearest desire in the world right now. So there is that. Besides that, any title in mind? EverQuest came out with a TLP, so I'll probably be playing that with my dad. And these go here. And here. Okay, so real quick, to explain these guys, they're essentially just they're power relays, so essentially whenever you give them a signal, they'll turn on, awfully similar to a transistor essentially controlling the flow, except it's a mechanical based switch, and it also puts out an LED and a light, so it's a lot easier to see if it's working. We have the input, so this is the GPIO signal that we'll be putting into it to tell it to turn on. We have a ground, and then we have a power over here. It takes 3.3 or 5 volts. And then on the outside, we have the control device that's on the top here, and then we have the backup power source that's here. So that is what we are going to be using. The verification code I just got for this program is 12345. That's a perfect one, and also work from home today. Very nice, Space Texas. Very nice. Very, very nice to hear. Okay. Wait, I'm still gonna need the screwdriver, but okay. Anyways, there's no time like the present to get working. Besides that, I don't know. I kind of want to try to get some good food this weekend. That would be nice. I'm not sure where I would want to eat, but speaking of the space stuff, I assume everyone heard of the Blue Origin stuff yesterday. Oh, are you talking about the rocket ship that went boom? It's A-okay. Nuggets? Yep. It was spectacular to watch. Remember, guys, it's possible to explode on the launch pad. It is, in fact, sagely advice. It is one of the, places where things go wrong. Wait, it's the largest explosion in rocket history? Okay, I didn't hear about that. And no one was on board, correct? I doubt anyone was on board for a new rocket test. Or for a booster test. That would be criminally, not smart. Okay. Correct, it was a dry fire. Oh, okay. When you forget to set the right staging in KSP. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and when you forget to, you have the little, launch tower, and you forget to, attach it, and then it just, drops to the ground and explodes. That is a little too real for me. A little too real. I haven't been on the internet this last day, so it's interesting to hear. Oh, I see. What else has been going on? I live in a cave. Oh, I also live in a cave. Caves are pretty nice, though, aren't they, Ty? They're nice and dark, and the floors, they don't attack you in the cave. All in all, it's pretty good. This guy should work. Humid and cold. And also, hello, Shinzu. How's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. You should have enough lights to beat the inside of the sun. Dude, hear me out, though. When I actually do, the amount of sunlight I get is, probably the bare minimum needed to avoid getting, vitamin D deficiency. It is probably the bare minimum needed to get vitamin D, or not get vitamin D deficiency. Or is it vitamin K? And doing well. That's good to hear, dude. It's good to hear. Well, it's the end of May, so we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months through the year. Gosh, this year's already going by quickly. When was the last time you tested your vitamin D levels? Are those 826? I like you so much, Arcane Cat. Arcane Cat, welcome to the channel. I just want to take a second. I just want to take a second. You are so welcome here. You are so welcome here. You are unbelievably welcome here and based. Not calling it an ESP32, you are unbelievably based. Congrats. And yo, hello, White Shadow. Sorry. Happy to hear. Yeah, dude. Welcome. A fellow ESP8266 enjoyer. How's it going, White Shadow 108? Okay. Sorry, I got excited. Oh, I used to get a ton of sun. The ends of my hair bleached when my hat were sun bleached. Huh, interesting. Quite alright, and yourself? I am doing okay. I'm not particularly high energy or low energy. I'm just ready to vibe for a few hours, make progress on our invention. We probably aren't going to end up finishing today. I'm hoping to be able to test some subsystems today, depending on how today goes. Our cat gets a "you are so welcome here," and all I get is an exasperated. Okay, listen. If you, that is a joke, FYI. Oh, I know, but like, I recognize jokes occasionally. If someone like walks into your house and is like, "Wow, you set up your thing so well," and it's like a niche system. I don't know. It's very appreciative. And also, it's cool that you got into the Google Nest thermostat. Also, Shinzu, what's that face for, if you don't mind me asking? I remember when I used to get enough sun for my hair to get sun bleached. I haven't gotten sunburned in... I don't even know. Like, I haven't even gone swimming in years now that I think about it. Or I go swim in the pool. I mean, if I swim in a pool, I swim in an indoor pool. I don't swim outside. Okay. Or you're a dolphin, you need to swim? What's news to me? I used to be a roofer. That comes with the job. Oh, roofing is hard, so I've heard. Okay. Let's get this guy hooked up. Oh, also, guys, my thumb, it's healed. Look at it. It's healed. It's pretty much mostly healed. It only took 13 days for it to heal, but it's finally fully healed. Basically fully healed. So I don't have to wear a band-aid anymore. My apartment complex has an outdoor pool, but it's too rainy or cold. Oh, I see. How long until you cut it again? Probably today's stream, knowing my luck. Also, hello, Kynaps, and hello, Chaos Fire Dragoon. If you put Neosporin on it, it wouldn't have taken so long. So Cog's right. I think I was... The cut was really bad. Like, it was exceptionally bad. And I made a split decision call to, like, immediately put pressure on it to try to get the skin to rebond. Because I had a bad feeling. I had a bad feeling that if I, like, didn't immediately try to put it back on, like... I don't know. Bad things. Bad things. I got vibe checked, I guess. Anyways, let's go ahead and see if this guy works. Should. Do want to make sure both these guys work before we proceed. Infection concern? I sanitized it whenever I was changing the dressing. But I really didn't have, like, a very quick time to instantly disinfect. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and power this guy on, see what happens. Do we classify discussing nasty injuries as not safe for work here? I suppose. Let's go and check. Alright, so both these guys turn on, that's good. What we need to check is that we're able to actuate them, which will take just a little. Again, we've done this stuff before like a dozen times, so it shouldn't be too bad. So we're just going to be chatting while I'm mostly setting this up. So we're putting on GPIO pin number 5 and number 4. Also, hello Mobile Armor, welcome in. Good to see you again. Mobile, I have a question for you. I have a question for you on the topic of VTubers. I have the question of VTubers for you, Mobile. Okay. Okay. Are you ready for the question? Anyways, we do have to upload some code to this real quick. Give me a second. Okay. All right. So, what VTuber do you like more? Avo? Do you like Avo more? Or... Actually, no, I'm not going to ask that question. I was going to ask Avo versus someone else, but not myself. I was curious who your Oshi was. I guess I can just ask who your Oshi is. You're going to make us pick? Yes, I'm going to make you guys pick. You guys get to pick who gets to, hold on. Why? Arduino crashed. Very nice. Man, I wish I knew how to read. Okay, there we go. You want us to declare Kami Oshi? Wait, how long have you had a Micro Center keyboard? I got it earlier this week. Because I really needed... During collab, Avo's a clear winner, but standalone Ori wins the... No, I'm just curious who your Oshi is. I'm curious who your Oshi is, Mobile. Are you okay answering that question? It's not a hard question, right? Alright, so real quick, I'm just going to set 4 as an output and then toggle it on and off, so give me a second. Set 4 as an output and then do the same thing, except for 4 and 4. Okay. This should work. Not a hard question, right? Stares intently. Wait, was I staring intently at you? Dude, I honestly don't think I'm anyone's Oshi. One day, I hope to be someone's Oshi. I don't think, realistically, I am anyone's Oshi. I don't know. That's just my gut check. Honestly, there are several people I would never watch alone, but would watch a collab for. Interesting. As long as you don't try to propose to the person you're collabing with, I think you're good. Well, what if I want to propose? Or you're the only stream I watch live? Pog. Oh, was this the bad microcontroller? This may have been the bad microcontroller. One moment, let me grab a different microcontroller. I think this was the bad microcontroller that we sent to, the Shadow Zone. Or Shadow Realm. Let's try this one. Oh, yes. I watch a lot of the Neuro Twin collabs, but almost never solo streams. Oh, okay. I see. It came back from the Shadow Realm. Yes, it came back from the Shadow Realm because I didn't toss it far enough away. Oh, it's Coconut Mall, I think. I think this is Coconut Mall. Yeah, this is Coconut Mall. True gamers know what Coconut Mall is. I'm personally more of a nomad. That's also very fair. Okay, let's go ahead and check. Okay, so what should happen is they should both glow red and I should hear the sound. I'm going to turn off the music for a second so we can hear it. So you should hear a clicking sound. So I'm not sure if you were able to hear that, but it's a very quiet clicking sound. Hold on. Okay, that one clicks. I didn't hear this one. This one did not click. That's not good. Okay, let's take a look at it. I wonder why 5 isn't being driven high. Yay relay boards? Indeed, yay relay boards. Output. So we have output on both being driven high, and also how's it going, Sparks Maker? Okay, so we have output being driven high on both. High, low, high, low. And I think we're good. So why isn't this guy actuating? Do I think it's a problem with the actual relay board? It could be. I doubt it, though. Off to work we go? Yes, off to work we go. Alright. Let me try a different board real quick and see if it's a board issue. Shouldn't take us but a minute. But a few minutes. I just woke up from my nap. How goes it? It goes okay. It goes a-okay. Would it be possible to make something where there's a touch sensor on my headphone stand that switches between... Yes. I don't have to read all of that to know the answer to the question is yes. Would it be possible to make something where a touch sensor is on my headphone stand that it switches between headphone and desk speakers? Yes, that would most certainly be possible. It wouldn't be too hard to make either. Oh wait, Alex, are you still around? Hi, right? Hello, Selenith. Selenalith. Selenane. Celine Dion. I'm gonna call you Celine Dion. Yes, okay. How long is the train ride? How long is your train ride on the Deutschbahn? You don't have to answer if you're uncomfy with it. Pretty sure, like 10 hours. Oh yeah, so you're just gonna sleep on the train, right? Oh, three trains. Never mind. And also it's German trains, and as we know, Germans don't make good trains, unfortunately. At least she's not calling you Slanesh. Longest train ride's gonna be 5 hours. Yeah, but the 3 transfers is rough. Okay, let's see if it's an issue with the relay board or something else. Okay, so it was an issue with the relay board. So unfortunately, you guys saw me unpack this. It was DOA. So, you know, if you guys ever want to buy relays, some of these arrive dead on arrival. Yippee. It's okay. We shall push past that. They aren't super expensive. They're like $1 or 2 each, but it's more of an annoyance that we... Yeah, I'll salvage parts from it or something. We'll figure something out. Okay, so next we need to make the V-bridge. And also, hey, SFC, dude, it's been a long time. How's it been? I think trains are fine, but delays are almost always certain. Yes, the trains themselves are comfortable, and that is fine and all. However, I feel like there are other issues with it always being late. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen something called Jet Lag, the game. But in Jet Lag, the game, it's always late. Can we get a comma counter? Okay, yeah, there's a really fun YouTube series called Jet Lag, the game that it's just giving a look at whenever you want some content to vibe to. It's pretty chill. And also, sorry to hear that you are feeling sick, SFC, and working on a gun? Oh, interesting. Bought a Nebula subscription early to see it early. I see, I see. Wow, this is quite the soldering job. I'm just looking at like my old soldering job. It's not pretty. It certainly is not a looker. Okie dokie. Anyways, we just need to make a V-bridge, so it should be pretty straightforward. I don't remember the last time I took the train there, but I know from my experience it's very confusing. You know what made a lot of sense? The trains in New York, or the train in New York was actually like so good. I wish I had the subway or the train where I lived. That would be so convenient. It just makes so much sense to me innately. Like after the first time riding it, like it just makes sense. Also, I need to hydrate. I live at the end of the subway and take the bus to work. Oh, I'm sorry that you have to take a bus to work. That sounds less pog, champion. But what would I know? Just a bug. Okay, that's one. And I'm gonna need one more D battery connector. Where's my other D battery connector? Dude, I swear they just disappeared. It's much like socks. I don't know if you guys also get the issue with like socks disappearing on you, but socks and D battery connectors are the two things that for some reason don't stay in my life. Like a D battery will just say, "Oh, see you later," never again after it's one use. Let me see if I have another connector real quick. Just checking my supply drawer. I need to actually go out and get more supplies later. I'm off cam, so you guys won't see any tracking, but you guys should be able to hear that I am in fact rummaging through things like a raccoon. Oh, that's a really big linear actuator. We're gonna need that later. That's a special surprise that will help us out later. Let's check the other one. Other supply drawer. Wire, which we do need later, but not right now. Steppers. Some boomer resistors. Electronics kit, that might have what we need. No, those are driver boards. Okay. Ho-hum. Ho-hum. No, I have a junk drawer, too. It's not the junk drawer, but now I am checking the junk drawer. Apologies, I'm just on the floor. Don't mind me. just on the floor right now. You'd be surprised what you find in the junk drawer. Why is an ESP in the junk drawer? Why are 2 ESPs in the junk drawer? Huh. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. It appears that I am short a device. Everyone needs some floor time. Yeah, at my last job, I would often code on the floor. Like, that was a fairly common occurrence for me. Which I don't think you're supposed to be doing, and also finishing the chocolate. Being on the floor can be grounding. Oh, hey, Wacky. How's it going? XDX. They think they're so funny. Okay. Don't time... Ty, you wouldn't time out someone, right? How many people have you had to time out as mod? Surely that number isn't too high. I feel like we have a very well-behaved chat. Wait, am I out of D batteries? Boo womp. No way. No weighing. Am I actually out of D batteries? What am I gonna fill the dumpsters with? If I don't have D batteries, what am I gonna fill the dumpster with? Oh no. Alright, hold on. Let's see if either of these are good. AA batteries fit in the holder. She timed me out a few times, but that was in her chat. Wait, you timed out Cogs? What did you time out Cogs for? Inquiring minds need to know. Why did you time out Cogs? Huh? Huh? What? What? Huh? Huh? Uh, 8.5. 8.5. Okay, those should both be fine, I think. I mean, actually, there's... Did you know there's a way to test? Power companies don't want you to know, but you can just do this. Well. Okay, they're both working. Also, unfortunately, we have some coagulated cheese that ended up in the socket. Not too much at least, but I usually just lick the battery. I see. See, chat will get mad at me, though, if I do that, Ginger. Quick question. Would you know any ammeters that work for microcontrollers like that for 3.0 gauge wire? I'm not familiar with 3.0 gauge wire. If there is a meter that would work, it would be a fluke. That's what I would suggest to you. Like, if you're looking for a high-end meter, I would definitely suggest a fluke. They are the absolute best. Again, like, these are fine for everyday use. Like, the Klein tool ones are fine for everyday use. Like, this is what I would suggest if you are just, like, looking for something. But if you're looking for something high-end, treat yourself to a fluke. Not advertised. Even though that sounds like hecka advertised. One day I'll get one. Let me see. Okie dokie artichokes. Let's get this guy wired up. They are pricey for how much I use it at the moment. What are pricey? One day I'll get one. Oh yeah, Wacky, you do electronics occasionally, right? But not like super often. Also, have you been streaming less? Or not streaming as much lately? I feel like I haven't seen you live lately. Now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe I'm just crazy. Well, I am crazy, but like, you know what I mean. Yeah, I got sick. Oh, I'm sorry. You've probably said you've gotten sick 3 times at least on stream, and I've just forgotten. How goes the development of this ungodly machine? It goes great. Hold on. Wanna see something cool? Root. Okay. Here's our cheese whiz holder. Okay. Look at this fit. Look at this fit. Look at that fit. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. Yes. Slick cheese whiz container. Yes, so it should allow us to, like, actually put, like, force on it so we can clamp it in place. That is the idea. Almost airtight. Oh, sorry. Apologies. And thank you so much, Saipaz, for the stream streak of 25 streams, Pog. Okay. No. Okay. Okay, so for one of the sources, we need to make a positive voltage. The other one, we need to make a negative voltage. So I'm going to set that up right now. Things must be serious. The tiny breadboard came out. The problem is I'm running out of supplies because I'm going to need, like, 3 linear actuators, which means I need 6 relays, 3 boards, a stepper motor system, so 4 boards. It's best not to think of the complexity that we are getting into. But I have a very bad feeling about the complexity of this project. I think I've said that before, but I will say it again. The complexity of this project is probably the second highest or highest that we've had. You don't want to know what my projects cost? Oh, I see. Michael 11. Okay. This one's going to be grounded, and then the other one's going to be powered. It's below pinball? Yeah, I would say it's below pinball. Because I feel like pinball relied on being able to respond quickly. And this doesn't need to be able to, like, be super quick on response times. Like, it doesn't need to be a real-time system. I never build them because it's too darn expensive. I see. And then what would you say is first? Again, like the pinball. The pinball is most definitely the most difficult. Okay. Then they effectively both act as ground. Okay. So both of these are the powered devices. We want them to end up over here, and then we want to hoppa them. One sec. Apologies about that. The trickiest thing I've done is designed an avionics computer that's definitely not being implemented. I see. Unfortunately, they don't let me touch those types of systems They kind of just put me in my cage. Do I need male to female for this? I need one normal jumper, so this is fine. And this is 18 gauge wire. Oh, in case you didn't know, as the number increases, the gauge gets smaller. Just on the off... Not on the off chance that you don't know. Maybe it's a helpful reminder. But as you increase the gauge size, it gets small. It gets smaller. You know, the opposite of what would make sense. Because nerds. Okie dokie. Until you get better than 1 gauge. Bigger than 1 gauge. I don't think I'm that good of an electrical engineer. If you designed an avionics computer, isn't that one of the most difficult things to do, I imagine? IMO, every electrician calls themselves a real electronic, should have to build a radio receiver. Ah, see, I can do that on accident. I don't need to be able to build one on purpose, Michael. I can build one on accident in middle school. That's my ninja. My ninja way. Well, it was either a functional radio or, like, schizophrenia. I don't think it was schizophrenia, so I think it was a functional radio. Alright. So this provides the power. This provides the power, or loops back the system. And then we want to plug out on top of these. So we need male to male. We'll need male to male for these. I'll just make them, I guess. That's fine. She heard voices in the static. Wait, are you not supposed to hear voices in the static? Is that, like, uncommon? Okay, I need to cut this guy. But yes, we're just having a nice chill Friday here. We're just gonna have a nice chill time. I hope that's okay with everyone. Well, I mean, I guess if it wasn't okay with you, I probably already would have left. But, you know, depends on the level. My dad was a ham. The voices... There's always voices in the static. The problem is... Oh, 1 second. A Friday where you aren't rushing to complete a project is a rare treat. Yeah, it's because I realized that unless I wanted to stream for like 24 hours, I'm not finishing this project today. Because we haven't even done like subsystem testing. And we still haven't even, like, if we haven't done subsystem testing, I don't know, Chief. That's pretty dicey. And rad-hardened FPGAs are expensive. Wait, why are you getting radiation-hardened FPGAs? That's extremely expensive. And individual FPGAs. Oh, wait, okay. Fun fact. Wait. There's a fun fact here. Hello, Gideon here. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Happy Friday. Okay, there's a fun fact here, Danrai. Usually, or occasionally, they will make the eval boards actually cheaper. So when you go to buy the FPGAs at scale, then they get your money. They get your money that way. How goes the tinkering? It goes tinkering o'clock, you know? Again, we're just kind of vibing on a Friday. You know, we're talking, We are making progress on our subsystems, just having a good time. Just a grand old time. I'm not taking things too seriously today. Nodders. Yeah. Dude, we need a Nodders emote. I will get us a Nodders emote. Someone remind me in post-stream to get a Nodders emote commissioned. I'll go ahead and get one. Oh, since you didn't seem familiar with it before, the size up from 1 gauge is 1 aught, 2 aught, 3 aught, 4 aught, and then they just measure the cross-sectional area in mils. I have a friend that's a big chaos. Huh, interesting. Interesting. Guy from Space, Texas. Interesting. Good to know. I will attempt to remember that. I will do my best to remember that. No promises I remember that. I will do my best to remember, though. That is interesting, though, that they decide to switch the direction. I have a friend that's a big KSP fan, and he asked me what a reasonable, bespoke avionics computer looked like, so I just designed one. So when you say avionics computer, what do you mean by that, if you don't mind me asking? Like, what functions is it performing? Like, what's it responsible for doing, if you don't mind me asking? And also, this is going to be a little bit of a repetitive day, so, you know. It's the computer that controls an aircraft's situational awareness, in many cases, control surfaces. Oh, okay, cool. The more you know. Also, dude, the short I worked on yesterday, I spent so much time. I spent so much time researching that short. The absolute zero, like, I fell down a massive rabbit hole. I fell down such a massive rabbit hole on that because the quantum computing stuff. Sorry. A little passionate about that. But, hello, Ori. Hello, chat. I will be liking, but I hope your 100-day challenge has been going well, and have a great stream. Thank you so much, Manteth. Have a very nice lark. It is going okay. But yeah, there's just, like, so many, like, little tiny things, and good thing you did the research ahead of time. Did you stop before or after where they claim, after the paper, to have reached a sub-zero? So you can't reach a sub-zero Kelvin temp. So you can't even reach 0, technically. That's probably just measurement error, if I had to guess. Wait, no, you can't measure it either. But yes, dude, it was just rough. And I kind of wanted to make sure I didn't say, like, if you, like, it was some quantum nonsense. Well, quantum energy or 0-point energy still exists at, or 0-point energy still exists when you're at absolute 0 or near absolute 0, and you're still able to manipulate and do things with qubits while you are at that low temp. It just reduces the chance of degradation. Outsourcing cooking. Yes, I definitely am. Supersonic snail. Splendid supersonic snail. Also, this is way too big of a wire. I was tempted to leave a comment asking absolute 0 was Rankin. Was in Rankin. Okay. If only we could get her to make an oven. Listen, I own an oven. I don't own it, but, like, I rent an oven, I suppose. That would be too powerful. Exactly. Exactly. See, you know Sonic Snail. Negative absolute temperature for emotional degrees of freedom. That sounds like jargon. That just sounds like jargonized nonsense. I hate when people use... I absolutely hate when people use words that aren't needed. Or, like, big words. Why use big word when few word do trick, you know? Okay, this shouldn't blow up. Man, that'd be so awkward if this blows up. Most indubitably, yeah. Exactly. Okay. Next we need to program the logic in. I should have it hanging around somewhere, so it shouldn't be too bad to get up and running. Apologies. What exactly does it mean to have a negative temperature for something? Temperature is... So, temperature... It depends on what temperature you're saying, by Lord Root. It depends on the temperature. So, are you talking about Celsius, Fahrenheit, or Kelvin? And we can get into it a bit more. Again, dude, I spent hours researching, like, I spent hours researching, like, a 50-second short of my life. And I had already spent time researching quantum stuff, because I occasionally do quantum stuff. Okay. So Kelvin, you can't go negative from Kelvin. You can't. So at 0 Kelvin, at 0 Kelvin, there is it's not reachable. You can get infinitely close to it, like within pico Kelvin, I believe. So like 10 to the negative 12. So like billionths of Kelvin implies no energy. So it implies no entropy. So entropy is change in the system. There's something called, if you want to look into it, 0-point energy. So there's still, like, energy within the system. Just the, like, randomness actually on point distinction. What? You're talking about the Casimir effect, right? I don't know the Casimir effect off the top of my head. Apologies. And no motion below 0 motion. So they actually vibrate at a very... So, our cat, they actually do vibrate at a very, very, very small rate. But yes, I never... I'm just gonna make easier subjects going on. You know, I'm just gonna make myself easier projects. That's what I should do. I should make easier content. We need... Okay, I lost it at the code. Give me just a second. And besides those, I already have things like a high speed indicator, altitude, and radar attitude. Altitude? Radar attitude or altitude? The world needs more silly dolphin dances, so next project is an at-home quantum computer. Okay, so I don't have the resources. I do not have the resources. Like, usually I get to say, oh, I can have the resources to do... Altitude and attitude are two different things. Yes, I know. Quantum computer's easy, right? Yeah, quantum computer's easy. Sorry. No, you're good. But I got both of those. Nice. It is May. It is May. Okay, it'll just be quicker if I just get the network code and go from there. Oh, no. Dude, I'm still getting used to this keyboard. It's a little too big for me. Which is unfortunate. Just 3D print a computer. They did that in... I'm sorry, they did that in what? I've thought about trying to make camera lenses on stream, but that seems kind of dangerous for me, so I decided against it. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything that seems dangerous. You know, I could actually dope semiconductors with 3D printers. That would be possible. Would it? Doping semiconductors. That'd be I honestly don't know if that's possible off the top of my head. I'm just a little guy. Okay. I think we're good to proceed. I can now share what I'm actually working on now that the code is not working on the Wi-Fi portions. Okay. Well, yeah, obviously engineering tolerances are too great for it. Interesting. There's an attachment to make silicone prints. Alright, so we are going to use GPIO pin number 5 and number 4. We need to make this track controlled and out. It will take us like a minute to make this, so just hold for 1 minute. This may be backwards, and that's okay too. If this is backwards, we will flip it in the code. Okay, then... Bup. 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 And we go here, and then we do a digital write. Also, guys, one like huge upside that I didn't think the 100 days would help with is the amount of like review and knowledge that I get to accumulate over time is like super cool to me. I am definitely like very happy about that. I've yet to see a Y tier try to make their own transistor, and you could be the first gen Intel transistor at best. The first transistors were made from... They weren't made from silicone. Germanium, was it? Periodic table. It's whatever's above silicon. Or below. Germanium. Yeah, it was germanium. Yes. Dude, I love Bell Labs. Have I ever told you guys that I have a crush on Bell Labs? Have I ever told you I have a crush on Bell Laboratories? Huh? You know, just like a place... You know, just like a place where science is done purely for science being scienced. Yeah, they were the thing. Like, and, dude, I think I said this. I got to talk to one of their tech leads when I was in New York, and they seemed nice. Most normal, Ori. Love Lore. Oh, yeah. So, do you guys know C? C++? That's made by Bell Labs, okay? Actually got my copy of K&R from an employee. Nice. Okay. Need to set these high before low. Science for science sake. Like Nokia Bell Labs. Yeah, so it's actually gone through a lot of different names over its history, I believe. So it was originally under AT&T. I believe it then went to Lucent. Then it went to Nokia. And I don't know 100% if that's correct. Do they still make interesting things? Yes, they do still invent. They still do invent and make things. It is awesome. Because the conference I was at was for people who do a little bit of inventing, you know? A little bit of inventing. Oh, wait. Did I ever... It's a little doxing. It's okay. I can show you guys. Give me a second. Like, I even got, like, a cool bag while I was there. Or not, like, a cool bag. But, you know, I got a bag while I was there. See? Inventors are usually people like you. Focus on what you want to change and make that change happen. Anyways. Yay, merch. Yay, free merch. Exactly. Okay. Can you move that a little closer to the center of the screen? Yeah, give me a second. I shall retry. There you go. Yes. I agree with this statement. Okay. Anywho. No problemo. Alright, so we just gotta continue onwards and upwards with our code. I'm gonna save this off as an example once we get it working, by the way, because I feel like we do this quite often with the, with a vBridge. And it would be nice to have working vBridger code. Let's see. Dude, I'm in a better mood now. I'm in so much of a better mood, not worrying about stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm not sure if you heard that, but... And hydration. Yes. Yes, yes. Wait, did you guys hear the cracking? Did you hear the cracking? Shinzu? The Kraken? Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Wow, that was loud. Yeah, a bit. The quacking? Is that the bird noise? Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but are you able to crack the same bone repeatedly? Or, like, the same joint repeatedly? Because I'm not sure if you're supposed to be able to, but I can totally crack my, my ankles repeatedly for as long as I want. Okay, yes. Crack is bad for you. Yes, that's probably a bad thing. That's okay, Data. That's okay, Data. Sat-san. Data Sat-san. Dataha Sata-san. How do you say your name? Apologies, how do you say your name, Mr. Data? Alright, digital right. Ori, I was about to tell you a problem with crack and we're sitting... Ori is about to tell us about how problem with crack and we're sitting here making jokes about it. I mean, I assume you guys are making a entendre, or like a joke regarding... Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but are you not trying to attempt to make a joke that cracking your knuckles and then calling it crack, as in the joke, that it's the drug, is bad for you? So pronounce it however you wish. So you can't do that to me, because if you do that to me, I'll butcher it. Because I could call you Data Satan. Because with my dyslexic eyes, I see Data Satan in there. What is that? What is that emote? And other crack? Sorry, I can't see it. It's a little small on my screen. Sad cracking sounds. Okay, this should work. Let's go ahead and give this guy a college try. Of course, we make flawless code that compiles on the first try and works as expected first try. So, you know, we're a little bit of a big deal. Look, if she can make C hashtag work for her purposes, I'll take it. Exactly. Okie dokie artichokes. Let's give this guy a try. So it is uploading to it right now, so give it just a little bit. Wrong guy. I am going to want to not share a certain window capture. Okay. Okay. Please don't catch on fire. Please don't catch on fire. My fire extinguisher's right there. My fire extinguisher's right there. Everything will be okay. We're gonna have to do this twice, by the way, guys. Apologies. That's why I'm trying to move at least a little fast here. Could someone please type in or out, all caps? I'm not sure if I guessed right. Could someone type in now? We're just that good. We're just that good. Okay, so it is working. Okay. I unplugged it so you guys won't be able to see it for a bit. But, okay. So this is... We need to make one more of these. There's no way I have more D batteries. Or D battery holders. I mean, I know for a fact I do. Like, if you deep cleaned my lab right now, you'd definitely find, like, 15 D battery holders. Give me a brief second. We are going to go on a little floor adventure, okay? You guys are going to get to hear some lovely floor ASMR. So, you know, be prepared for lovely floor sounds. I don't know what a lovely floor sound is, or if I sound different when I'm on the floor, but I am on the floor. I guess it's kind of like Mario? Why am I saying it's like... Oh, hey, I found a hair tie. Why do I have yarn? Oh, Spark suggested I get yarn one time. I forgot about that. Okay. It just falls between the cracks is the issue. Oh, hey, I found my screwdriver. We'll just put that in my pocket. Oh, hey, I found that too. Okay. Okie dokie. Whew. Easy. Yes, it is indeed a treasure hunt. I'm gonna have to clean these up, but that's fine. But yes, I found my screwdriver. My screwdriver, my beloved. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this guy out of the way, though, for now. So this is assembled. Let's move on to the next one. What are we hunting for? Or are we cleaning in VC tonight? No, I have to make content. Silly Pokemon. I have to make content for the rest of my life. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna need one of these. Okay. May I ask a stupid question? How did you get your first EE job? Oh, I'm not actually an EE. And hello, Jean. How's it going? How was your birthday? Wait, was your birthday... how's your birthday? How's your birthday? And, of course, you can ask stupid questions. I encourage stupid questions and backseating, but I will always respond. But, you know... how did I get my first EE job? So again, I work in software, though I did have multiple offers in electrical engineering after college. I basically, if you're looking to replicate it, I would suggest doing extremely interesting projects in college. like extremely interesting projects in college that you can talk about in job interviews and put on your resume. So basically, the reason why I got offers out of school was because um, I had a very cool project that was a 3D object scanner. So it was like only $20 for the base materials, and it was like an infrared sensor array and then a stepper motor beneath it, and it would spin the object and actually scan it and then reconstruct it and then make an STL out of it. And by far, that is probably the only reason I ever got something. It took me like a year to make. Did you write the software? Yes, I did the software and math myself. It took so long, dude. It took so long. It took so long. Guys, I would literally, because no, it was not quality code. It was garbage code. Is it open source? No, it's not open source. It was entirely like, it was entirely code that I wrote. It was so bad. It was so, ow, 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 ow. No! No, no, no. Come on, man. I just got that finger back. Please don't bleed. Please don't bleed. Please don't bleed. Okay, we'll hope it doesn't bleed. We'll hope it doesn't bleed. It's not gonna 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 bleed. We're good. We're good. Don't repeat the same mistake. Listen, I'm not gonna repeat the same mistake. And this is your punish for not open sourcing your code. But yeah, so I tried to make something to interpolate. So a problem when you're doing a 3-dimensional scan is the amount of time that it takes, right? Because you have to get a scan at 2 dimensions, increase the stack, get a scan at 2 dimensions, reconstruct the image. But if you're able to go up and spin at the same time and re-interpolate your code based on that, you are able to save a lot of time in your scanning process. And that's what I was doing. Yeah. But yes, that is most certainly why I got a job. I had multiple offers in electrical engineering, signal processing, multiple offers in electrical engineering, an offer in signal processing, and an offer in software. Oh, software. There are 2 types of people. Yes. There are 1-0 types of people in the world. The problem with generalizing code is if she gave it to us, we'd gladly do it for her. What do you mean by that? Okay. Apologies, this is basically just going to be a retread, but I do need to get this done. However, with respect to open sourcing your project, or you don't just assume my joke. But I already did. But I was making the 1-0 joke. But I was making a play on the 1-0 joke. There's actually 1-0 types of people in the world. There are the ones who can understand hex and the 15 others who can't. I'll be here all week. We know you will be. Thank you, Mental Monot, for the hydrate. Also, hi, Mental Monot. Hope it's going well. And also, hi, Vivian, if I didn't say hi to you already. I swear. Dang, my projects were either lame or incomplete. Oh, no. Just make cool projects. That's all you have to do. Just make cool projects. I, of course, always encourage Ori to do open source stuff. I just realized that involves cleaning stuff up. Yes, that is true. So true, Bestie. Oh, yes, Sheep Detectives. What type of movie is that? Is it about Welsh people? What other people like sheep? No, those are lambs. Murder mystery. Oh, okay. Okay, we are going to need... I'm going to do the same explanation real quick, just for people who weren't here by chance. So again, what we are looking at over here is this way. Okay, so we have our GPIO signal up top here. This is going to turn it on and off. We have our DC minus here. This is our ground. And then our DC plus, which is going to be our 3.3 volts. This guy takes 3.3 or 5 volts to run. And then if you move over here, you'll see that we have the device that you actually turn on in the corner. And then you'll have the power supply that you are switching to. Theoretically, you can also run it while closed, but we don't use that. So yes, that's what we'll be doing and setting up. And also, hello, S-Boss. How's it going? Posture check is good. Sheeny! Happy Friday, Sheeny. A very happy Friday to you. A very, very happy Friday. Thank you for always explaining everything. I try to explain stuff. Yuki. Hello, Yuki! Oh my gosh. So many friends. Friends here today. We love friends. Hi, out. Oh, hi, Desert Artificer. Welcome in. Played the Murder Shepherd. Oh, okay. All the heavy hitters are here as well as me. You're here. But yes, our chapter librarian is here. I'm in transit to Florida, so I'll be listening and lurking. Oh, okay. Vivian. Ziv. Ziv. Hi. Zivian. We were literally talking, dude. We were literally having a conversation about the movie you saw. Does that not count? And also, thank you so much for following Boss Scans. I hope you have a good time for however long you are here, whether that be a few hours, few days, few months, few years, or the rest of your natural existing life, you know? Gosh, that was too parasocial. Dude, I'm gonna pull another, like, midnight minute, and that guy is gonna... Good morning. Good morning, Linted. I still think the question... Oh, and also, someone asked a question on why we couldn't use a stepper controller. I'm not sure if you could. You might be able to. I do have stepper controller boards, but I think relays would be better for this. If you were making the most efficient version of this, like for a production, source, or for something else, I'd actually suggest using transistors instead of this solution. The reason why, however, that we are using relays is because they make a visual indication, and then they also make your sound indication. No, not the stepper, just the motor driver. Yes, that's what I meant. The motor driver itself. I'm not overly familiar if you could do it. You might be able to. The clickies are so good. I know! The clickies are so good for hearing it. Besides the inevitable hearing damage. But that's okay. I have tons of hearing damage and a mild case of severe brain damage. But, you know, for style, got it. No, so it is actually just for diagnosing. So, if you... Transistors are pretty easy to, break if you wire them wrong. And they're also very hard to diagnose. Like, it's hard to, like, point at it and look. Why do you have hearing damage? Because I'm a very special dolphin. F. What was I saying? Trying to think of the word. Oh yes, so it's very hard to track down your possible errors in the system and see the progression and flow and diagnose what is potentially wrong. So when you're prototyping stuff, being able to get your visual indications or audio indications on if your system is working or not is important. The stream glitch, I had to F5. No, I had to real life buffer. I just real life buffered, Shinsu. Apologies. I was just real life buffering. Oh no. What do you mean, oh no? Wait, are you guys still able to hear me? Or your current state? Yes. Okay, cool. Dude, I'm in such a good mood. You guys are so nice today. You guys haven't, like... You guys aren't, like, cyberbullying me today. It's great. My hearing is damaged from 20 years going to concert without earplugs. I've never went to a concert. Like, I don't like loud sounds. Like, even when I was little, like, at elementary school, for example, when I was in elementary school, like, at lunchtime, I would, like, hide under the table, cover my ears, and cry because it was too loud. You know, it may have been a certain thing, but, you know. Noted, we are being too nice today. Please don't be mean. We would never bully you. Noise sensitivity is a common symptom of autism, I'm aware. Again, I was giving some thought about that today, or this morning. I feel like this is not the case for most individuals. Thank you for the fork fun. Thank you for throwing a singular penny at my face, Gideon here. You just know always how to cheer me up, whether it's putting water on my desk or throwing a singular penny at my face. But I was giving thought about it, right? And again, not for most people, but I think the fact that I was not diagnosed was probably better for my development. Like, again... Oh, hey, Blame. What's up, dude? What is up? Hydrate? I will hydrate. Why would we only bully you on days that end in Y, and it's currently today? Cracks every joint and body. Oh, I can't crack every joint. Thank you for throwing a singular penny at my face, goblins. Thank you for throwing 13. Oh my gosh, that's why you threw 13 bits at my face? Okay. No ABA is a good thing, from what I've heard. But yes, essentially, I feel like... How to put this into words? Let's not. Let's just not. Okay. My Discord profile is currently where I'm at on the subject. Interesting. Hold on, that's a little too loose. Give me a second. But yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okie dokie. Need to crack open a cold one with the boys. Give me a second. I need to get a sunshade, I think. I feel like 13 is a totally valid number. I dislike 13 fundamentally as a number, but that's triskaidekaphobia? Triskaidekaphobia? Is that the word for it? Yes, so we cracked open a brand new one. Let's get this guy hooked up and tested, and then we should be able to proceed, relatively speaking, quickly. Triskaidekaphobia, thank you. Okay. I have a big one for our conveyor. Look at him. Look at him. Look at how long it is. This bad boy's stoke distance is 30 centimeters. This guy's big. Yeah, he's a big boy. So this is going to be what essentially pushes it down. Because I think, if anything, I have an extremely mild case. Like, I feel like, if anything, I have an extremely mild case, and then being separated for it to be different rather than just, like, essentially getting forced to work through it would be difficult. It just so happened that it was better for me. I don't think it's better for most people. But I say that, but, you know, they still put me in some special classes. Never thought of myself as noise sensitive until neighbors started drilling I feel like I'd be a little noise sensitive too. "23 is the best number. It's the first prime number that has 2 consecutive primes as the number it's made of." Nice. So at least at my school, Viv, and granted, I did go to a weird school. Like, you got separated out even if you had, like, speech issues. So if you had, like, speech issues or dyslexia, because I had both, you got separated out from main class. That's messed up. Yeah, that is a little messed. But that's life. Okie dokie. Let's get this guy nice and donerino. Depends on from me, Hammer Drills. Speech class from the age of 3 until I was 10. Absolutely. That's rough, buddy. That's rough, buddy. And also, hello, Blame. Welcome in. Hopefully all is going well with you. Well, you went to school like 300 years ago. Of course, it was different back then. That is true. Yeah, I went to school 300 years ago, so... It be how it be and it do how it do. Okay, D2, D1. I stared at my bookshelf too long in the programming books I never finished are starting to stare back. That's okay. Listen, until the void starts talking back to you and the loud voices, it's all good. Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and get this guy connected, reprogrammed. I am going to need your help on the outs and ins just to make sure it works, but otherwise, are you perhaps an engineer? I am an engineer, so my background is in biomedical engineering, and I work as an embedded software engineer. So, biomedical engineering for, Oh, thank you so much for following, Bronze. I hope you have a good time while you're here, Mr. Bronze Taika, or Mrs. Bronze Taika. But yes, biomedical engineering is essentially just engineering, or electrical engineering for the human body. And we are just uploading the code real quick to it, so just give it a moment. We really just need to see that in and out are working, should connect to Twitch chat. We are going to have to slightly rename this. Okay, so this guy activated. Oh. And then we want this guy to activate. I heard it activate, so we are Gouda. Awesome. So let's proceed forward, onwards and upwards. I'm going to save off the code that we are using as an example code, so let me do that real quick. Save as example code application, and then we want this to be HBridge application. HBridge code. It scares me that people use Bluetooth for medical devices. I wouldn't be overly scared about it. So, usually devices have something called biocompatibility, or how well they actually go in humans. Oh, I should talk about that. That'd be a good thing to talk about. But essentially, whenever you put something foreign inside, you usually get an immune response. Well, I am, because it's very easy to interfere with them. That is true. I guess I have more of a humanist approach when it comes to that type of stuff. Like, I believe that people are generally good noodles, so I'm not worried about people doing sus things. Okay, and we do need to do some rewiring. Both of these are not in the proper state for what we need. Bluetooth obviously has good biocompatibility. It's made of teeth after all. I will... Linted. Linted. I will be slightly unhappy with you. I will be slightly unhappy with you, and then I will not write you a recommendation letter. Yeah, exactly. Watch your tone with me. You know, I control your job prospects. I'm a parrot. I am the parrot. I am the parrot all along. I have always been the parrot. Not my recommendation letter. Yeah, this is high school. Wait, does that mean you'll write a recommendation letter if we don't goof too much? Realistically, if someone needs a recommendation letter, let me know. I'll write you one, if I know you. I do have to know you and know of your technical skill. For instance, like if Alex wanted a referral letter, I would honestly write him one. If he needed a rec letter for something. I'll keep that in mind. Ori, can I get a recommendation letter? Yeah. If you want a recommendation letter, I can get you a recommendation letter. Do you actually need one, Ty? From what I know about you, I don't think you do. But I could always be wrong. Not right now. Okay. Alright, so we are going to have to do a small bit of soldering. I'm anticipating that this is going to take us just a little bit. Dude, this is such a chill stream for me. Not having to worry about stuff. Because we're basically just doing some assembly today. It's nice and easy. The first bit of Ori merch. I wouldn't want to make Ori merch. Pokemon by lack of... You don't? I feel like I would have to like it a lot to do that. Like, I would have to like the individual thing that I was... Hold on, let me see where this is zeroed at. Okay, that's just gonna have to be rough. Okay, we need to do some soldering real quick. I'm gonna turn on the soldering iron. And we are gonna get this bad boy done. What about an ESP board with you on the back? Oh, like a custom silk screen? That would be so cool, dude. That would be something I would totally go for. I love custom silk screens. They're so cool. We could do that. I know we could do that, and I'm pretty sure... I don't know. Soy milk got some. Soy milk got some. Dude, I would like to collab with... well, okay. That soy milk's a bit beyond my capabilities, but I would like to collab with her sometime. She seems like a fun engineer to collab with. Because she does electronics projects, no? What about Ori stickers? I mean, you can... Listen, if you guys want Ori stickers, just DM me and I'll send you the PNGs. And you can just print them yourself. Okay. Literally just ask her. I can't just reach out to a VTuber. Listen, okay, Vivian, there's a long list of things, okay? It's a long list of like, it's a long list of things that you have to do. I have to like, whatchamacallit? Yeah, she's not on the meme mailing list, okay? And if she's not on the meme mailing list, I start drop shipping the ritual. Yeah, she has to be on the meme mailing list. Sometimes I feel like a parent trying to set up two. Okay. That's A-okay. Then just add her. Maybe some, okay, we'll slowly work it out. I can make an ESP breakout board with full Ori color in like 2 hours. Can you actually? That would be insane. But what about an ESP8266? And then we need to solder some wires to this, so give me a second. And keeping costs low. Yeah. Nope, only it failable. Hold on. Thinking. Processing. I need the wires to be slightly longer. Because they have to be able to reach. Okay, question for y'all. How many of you guys would replace your arm with, like, a cybernetic arm if it was better than your current arm? And was safe. Yeah, 1s and 2s, please. I would, yup. Instantly. Heck no. Better in every way? Yeah, better in every way. Like, increased strength. You can toggle, like, feelings on it. You can do whatever. You can put whatever you want in it. I'd love some eye augments, to be honest. Yeah, I would kill for an eye augment. Would it be self-healing? Can I mod the arm? Wait, hold on. What company wrote the software for it? Assume that it's good software. Like, assume that it's, like, fine. We're not saying by, like, actually looking at this, right? I'm kind of attached to my arm. Listen, I'm attached to my arm too, but, like, imagine, like, having multiple fingers or multiple different fingers. Or, it'd just be pretty cool. I could have, like, a sick mantis blade and just, like, Does it require a subscription? No, we'll say no. Like a Ghost in the Shell scene. I love Gits. I'm sorry, can I mod the arm? Yeah, you can mod the arm. Can I have several more arms? Yeah, I feel like you can. Like, the problem is, though, that you're not going to be able to control them well, I imagine. I've seen what happens to people with bionic parts when it goes out of business. Yeah, it's generally not a good thing. That's true. I feel like it's a bit of a silly hypothetical. How many screwdriver heads can you put on, like, a tool attachment? As many as you want. You people who typed 2 to replace 2 arms are out there. See, I would replace 1. You gotta give, like, the trial. And also, they need to make, like, good forwards compatibility. So they need to make, like, a USB port, like, or, like, a USB socket for, like, the interface to your nerves. So you can just, like, replace it with different arms as you need. Yeah, you need, like, a USB Type-C. Mini USB, though. I'm sorry, the best that we can do is USB 1.0. Would USB have enough bandwidth? So, reasonably, if you were able to put a 3.0, it definitely would. Heck, I'm pretty sure you'd be able to... Oh, yes. Sheeny, I would totally replace, like... I would replace almost every body part. I don't know how many body parts I would, like, leave human. Like, my brain, I guess. But if I could put augments on that, too, I wouldn't be against it. Converting... Yeah, like a coprocessor. But, like, what's the difference between having a coprocessor and just having a phone in your pocket? Question mark. Hopefully your reproductive system. Hopefully your reproductive system. Hopefully your I'm confused, but okay. That can't be replaced? Well, assuming it could. If anything could be replaced. Anywho. We need some tape. We need some tape, 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 tape. Oh, I would replace my offhand. Because I would assume that the brain augments would be a need. Would you ever join a hive mind, though? No, I don't think I'd join a hive mind, to be perfectly honest. I feel like that's suboptimal in the current metagame. I feel like the current metagame thrives on individuality. Okie dokie, Reen. I'll just wrap it. It's gonna have to be a-okay. Alright, next one. I'd set my coprocessor up to run folding at home while I sleep. Yeah, like, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty gangster. I want that, you know? Is it really so out there that it would be neat to have, like, augments and be able to, like, co-process stuff? Would you ever do a workshop / desk whatever review stream? I feel like a bunch of them by other people keep getting canceled. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Ellie and OO and Reddy have already done a workshop / lab review. But maybe in the future sometime. So I guess maybe in the future. Like, long future. They did last summer. Yeah. That was a while ago. Yeah, that wasn't terribly long ago. And also, to be perfectly blunt, I'm not overly qualified. I'm bummed they didn't get to mine. Speak of the devil, remember Xeon Phi? No, I don't. What's up, Shunzi? Slab did a collections review stream and I considered posting photos, but decided against it. Stream buffer? Oh, yeah, sorry for stream buffering. 1,000 pardons, my lord. I'm in such a good mood, dude. I'm in such a good mood. You guys haven't been cyberbullying me at all. Just a little here and there. It's been a good day. It's been a good day. Stream buffer. I think she's very powerful. Yes. Buff her. I barely know her. This may sound paranoid, but I've had a few bad actors sniffing around me, so I'm upping my OPSEC. No, that's perfectly reasonable. Lizard. I love Lizard. I've been bullied by code enough today, I'm not going to pass that along. Luckily, my code wasn't too hard to make. And thank you for the hydrate. I will hydrate in just 1 second. Okay, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. So my nephew actually came over to look at the lizard. So they got to see the lizard, like right before stream actually. They came over right before stream to look at the lizard. And drop off a treat, which was very nice. Indeed. Indeed. You had guests? No, they weren't they weren't in the they weren't in the lab. They just like popped by real quick. What did they think of your hot dog, Twinkie? Again, like, they know about it. I don't know what thoughts they have on it, though, specifically. Okie dokie. We do, in fact, like lizard. Wait, is that like the classic duck? Okay. Your head pats are expensive? I'm sorry. Are they expensive? Listen, I have to get my value out of those, okay? Thank you, Shane, for the head pats. Lizard. Oh, hey, Cheetos. I've seen a lot of people who have them at like 300 or less. Interesting. Compared to the head pats, the bonk is really cost efficient though. Okay, so Vivian, there are people in the chat who are sitting on like 100,000 points. So I need point drains in my economy, okay? $14K. Usually the people who have been around, have higher. If they're sitting on it, they're not part of the economy. That's true. Money that doesn't move is dead money anyways. Wait, Mirrodin, you're at 84? That's insane. 1460. 72K. Okay, you guys are all pretty high up there. I gotta remember that next time I make I stream until someone does this. Yeah, I'm a hoarder IRL also. Just make a few gambas and destroy the economy irreparably. Again, to give some gambling advice. Oh yeah, because you dumped like 70K, right? Didn't you dump like 70K or like 90K? 110K. You dumped 110K on the Nuggets. I bought Ori most of snacks. Thanks again, Cox. Yes, that is true. Pokemon buys the snacks and the Pokemon card redeems. You know what, Pokemon? Let me get you a present. Let me get a present just for you. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. You know, just as a little treat. Just as a little treat, you know. Just as a little treat. Just as a little treat. Just as a little treat. We just opened a pack of Pokemon cards. Okay, everyone, close your eyes for 2 minutes. This is for Pokemon only. No, it's for everyone, but... Okay, Ghastly. I don't like that Ghastly, right? Oh, Togedemaru. It's cute. Buying Pokemon packs in 2026 is worrying. Palmy. That's not eatable. Dawn. Wait, it's not bad. Eh, she's okay. Arculon. Block Kick. Oh. That's a good card, I'm pretty sure. This is an Artist Series card, right? Yeah. Pog. We got a cool looking card. Someone look it up. Look up what a Artist Collection Nimble is worth. It's more edible than crowns. Yeah. Anywho, back to soldering. You know, just need to give Pokemon a little gift, you know. They're always getting me food, so... Content. I could talk about hours for how much I hate the company that makes Magic the Gathering. Oh, you hate WotC? Do we get a Pokemon cards redeem? Poke card noms redeem? Poke card noms redeem. No. Okie dokie. $1.50 if I'm reading TCG Player correctly. Oh, really? For an Artist Series card, that's actually very cheap. Must not be a popular card. Usually full arts are more. Buffering is suffering. That's okay. Life is suffering. Life is suffering and you're just here. I would say okay. Hey, dude, it's a Friday, okay? It's a Friday evening. You made it through the week. You did a good job. You get to relax, okay? So we're just having a nice chill time, okay? You know? I just want to be nice and chill. Nice and chill. Chillerinos. Okay. Red. Then we just get this V-bridge working, and then we'll be done. Refreshing didn't fix it on my end. That's okay. Or you don't get to relax. You have content after this. Pokemon. Pokemon. Why? I just did something nice to you. I just did something nice for you. And then you remind me that I have to make content. I have to go to the content mines and slave away for you guys. The content mines. Apologies, old Gouda. But yeah, for those of you who are not in the know, I've been making content every day for 100 days straight, and I'm currently on day 29. And I am only slightly losing my sanity. Again, like, the second that I know what subject I'm doing, I love doing it. Like, from research, editing, what we end up doing, like, etc. Like, that's all the best. You had sanity to lose. I'm the most mentally stable person on this server. Casual reminder that I'm the most mentally stable member of this community. Okay? So far. Yeah, so far. There actually is technically one that isn't. I scored lower than you? I thought that was Cogs. Did Cogs actually? You get locked in a cage at work. Yeah, just because I get locked in a cage at work doesn't mean I'm not sane. By the Sonic Syndrome test, Ginger. That doesn't sound sane. I am sane. Again, I don't get locked in the cage. I just can't... I just have to do my work there. I just have to do the work there. The Sonic test. The Sonic test. Does anyone have a link? I'm intrigued. Ty, could you throw a link in chat to the Sonic Syndrome test if you're still here? Or is she currently live? She might be live already. Working in a cage? No, I'm working in like a... thank you, getting here. I'm working in like just, you know, like a little white room with white walls and white floors and in a funny little white jacket, and then I wear colorful shoes, and then the floor attacks me. Yeah, the floors are a little soft, so you know it's all right. Rubber padding, maybe. All right, just get this soldered, then we'll be done. Well, not done, but grippy socks. Grippy socks don't work that well. The fact that I know that... That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. That's okay, that's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We've all worn grippy socks, right? I'm not alone in this, right? Oh, a one in chat if you've ever worn grippy socks. A one in chat, please. Thank you, Sparks. Blame. Thank you, Blame. Thank you, Ginger. Thank you, Mirrodin. Thank you for making me feel normal and validated. I appreciate it. Colin, I bought some by accident. Does it count if I was hospitalized? That's when you get grippy socks. Okay. My Meemaw used to wear them all the time. I see. I see. Doomsday Raider. Chad, first time. Absolute Chad, first time chatter. Throws a one in chat. I appreciate that, Doomsday. You're a real one. You're a real one. You came out of your lurking just to validate me, and I really appreciate you. I hope you're having a great day. Anyways, that should be the last soldering joint that we need to do. I'm going to go ahead and EMP my system. Didn't we? We didn't EMP it? We didn't EMP it. Huh. Good for us. Wait, what are we voting on? If we've ever had grippy socks, Alex. Okay. Ooh, is this stripped? I hope this guy's stripped already. I actually don't know if you are stripped, good sir. Oh, it's not stripped. Okay. So I need to strip this guy out. Sparks, are you around right now? I'm just gonna do what I think is right until I get a response. Maybe. Would you cut... So, if you're soldering to this, or people who are experienced with soldering, would you just, like, cut off the tips and then solder? Or would you try to remove this, like, rubber coating and then solder to this for your contact? I think either are valid. I was just wondering which one is the better approach. Snip and solder. Okay. Cut, strip, solder, heat shrink. Okay. Well, we don't do heat shrink here. You guys know I don't do heat shrink. That's illegal. Snipper by spade connectors. What's a spade? Like a shovel? Sorry, I had a cut, but with a long... Those are female spade connectors. No heat shrink. I have heat shrink, I just don't use it. This looks closer to like 16 gauge wire if I were a guessing person. Maybe even 14. Oh no, not 14. Let's check 16. Ah, yeah, 16. Oh yeah, this will be an easy solder job. Look at how easy of a solder job. It's gonna be an easy solder job, guys. Easy solder job. Then we'll get the fire insurance doesn't allow for heat shrink anymore. What do you mean? Just because you start one fire with heat shrink because you're told by chat that you should do X, Y, or Z, like, it happens one time. Happens one time. One little fire and she refuses to use heat sink. Didn't you almost start a fire the other day in the VC? Maybe. But, like, Ori, are you making my pro heat shrink argument? I'm gonna get cyberbullied. We were doing so well. We were doing so well. We showed such promise. And then I just had to bring up the words heat shrink. There's so much promise. One sec. Oh well. Okay. I called out by the Sonic test. Wait, why do you feel called out? First Scrippy socks, then talks of shrink. Is there a theme here tonight? Heat shrink. Okay, it's not like shrinks as in psychologists. I never understood why they called them shrinks, by the way. I need to look up the etymology of that word, or like the origins. I'm very interested in what the origins of that word is. Hey, escargot. Thank you, escargot, for the 3-stream streak. Starting it. Starting a pogger streak, dude. Okay, I need to solder this. Short version of head shrink. Oh, maybe. Okay. And red, and we'll make it the same size as the others. Should be sufficient. Head shrinker. Okay. Let us leave. Guys, can you guys see my, like, my ear fins whenever I have to struggle to open something? Can you guys see, like, my ear fins move whenever I'm struggling to open something? Hold on. Let me see. Like, my ear fins move whenever I struggle to open something. Apologies. Sometimes I struggle, you know? Yes, and they're very cute how they droop. Yes. Okay, I would actually like to do a very good job here. So I am going to kind of lock in because I would like not to have to resolder this ever again. Okie dokie. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. Got this, no problem. Okay. So they are different materials. Okay, then we just need to coat it and then we'll be good. Okie dokie. Judging? Wait, why are you judging? Did I do something wrong here? Wait, what did I do wrong here, Sparks? Like, I know this is a bit far out, but I don't see anything initially wrong with it. Nothing, I'm just giving you a hard time. Okay. Okay, looking good. That's a good joint. That's a good looking joint. You had a nap? Wait, were you supposed to have a nap or something? I know you're retired, but one day I'll clap back, like, stronger than anyone's ever gonna realize. I'm just gonna, like, pop off, have a massive monologue about something. It's gonna happen, okay? It's gonna happen. You guys won't see it coming. No, he was pulling an Alex earlier. I see. Or he didn't sleep last night. Oh, I see. He took a nap as a person of his age should. You should get 8 hours of sleep, like 3 hours. Oh, okay. 3 hours isn't that bad. 3 hours is like... I don't know. Feels college, man. I know, I feel like I'm starting to... I feel like I kind of want to spend less time sleeping so I can do more stuff in life. And I know that's dangerous, but I really want to. I really need it. I need more time in my days. Polyphasic sleep? Maybe. I know people do polyphasic sleep, right? Like, originally, there was talk about, like, second sleep. Like, sleeping 8 hours is a relatively new speaking thing in humanity. Okay, a little rough, but that's good. And let's tape this guy up and move onwards and upwards. Polyphasic sleep sucks for getting in REM, though, if I recall correctly. I imagine it does, because REM generally takes an hour and a half to get into now. And you're able to reach REM faster and faster as you actually sleep. If I could install a device that would make sleep optional, but without going insane, I'd pay way too much money for that. Yeah, like, part of it I like sleeping, right? Like, who doesn't like a little sleepy sleep? Who doesn't like the eepy sleepies, right? But on the other hand, think of the productivity. But then again, if such a device existed, Ginger, you know darn well that we would be working 16 hours a day. Like, tell me we wouldn't be working 16 hours a day. They'd be like, oh, you guys have the time now. Now you can work 16 hours instead of just the few. Okay. I'd welcome a 16-hour day. I would welcome it. Monka. When I did in college, I was super productive. The crash was very low. But yeah, we would be... See, I feel like over time it would just drift. Like, it would be like, oh yeah, you guys only have to work 8 hours. Oh, wait, no, we need you to work 10 hours. But hey, you still get 14 hours off on your own. And then it's like, oh, well, but we want to make work like, life's half work and half play. So that makes sense that it's 12. And then it gets worse and worse. That's what I feel. That is what I worry. That is what I lose sleep over. Anyways, we are making a V-bridge right now, so give me just a moment. Once we get the V-bridge working, we'll probably call it. But I think we're still like 5-10 minutes, maybe a bit longer, out from it. Okay. Oh, hydration check. I will hydrate. Thank you so much for the hydration and the posture check. We are good at it. Thank you for the thing. I'm about to graduate. Is that what awaits me? No. Wait, what are you graduating with the degree in, Dan Ray? If I might ask, I can tell you what you're reasonably going to be dealing with, depending if I know your major. Because I work with quite a few different majors. Because I work interdisciplinary stuff quite often. telecom and engineering. Do you want my honest read of your situation? Would you like my honest read of your situation? Bro, you're kind of cooked. Like, you're like, you know, like, baby sea turtles? You know baby sea turtles, how they have to hatch on the beach? And they have to run the gauntlet? That is you. That is you right now. 2026, graduating with a telecom degree, that is you. You are the turtle on the beach. We are all cooked, though. Yeah, we're all cooked, but... Dude, that seems just, like, exceptionally cooked to me. I forgot, but what is the survival rate for baby turtles? I believe it's, like, 0.1%. 2026 is already a baby turtle. Yeah, that's what I was saying. And then, like, telecom, which is also getting automated out. Like, oh, yeesh. Holy, what's wrong? What is wrong? Why is telecom so cooked? It's just hard to get a job. It's just hard to get a job in today's market as a graduate. Or really as anything. Just become VTuber. Become VTuber. Power grounded and then back in. Okay, I need... Okay. Let's get this guy done. Want to get this guy done and dusted. Look at the bright side. We get a new plague. And that could be a new golden age of VTubing. I'll try and survive until then. I'll be here. Lizard. That's okay. I believe in the 1 in 2,000. I believe in you. Remember, have cool projects. That's what you need. Cool projects. Cool, awesome projects that you can talk about in an interview. To prove your knowledge. Okay. A little bit more, and then we should be done, assuming that I set up literally everything right. Which is a big if. Okie dokie. Okie dokie, okie dokie, and dokie okay. These are the ground. This is the ground. Then this guy's the power. Then this guy is the other power. So power, power. And just get this guy hooked up. So that jumpas, that gets there, that goes across to there, and then we need one more jumper. And I'll just make one. Not a jumper, we just need a wire. Okay. Cool. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and give this guy a try. So again, to run it, we'll need the in and out commands. It should work. I don't know if out is in and in is out, but it should work regardless. And we're just looking for this guy to extend and connect to the internet. And that will be the successful line for us this stream. And then we begin system integration, which is the hard part. Okay, so the code to connect to Twitch is working with no problem. Could someone please do out or in all caps? All right, could you do in, please? All right, so this guy's able to actuate, but it is working. Could you do in or out or out? Or I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay, but you can see it moving. So, yep, working with no problem. So we did successfully make 2 V bridges, so we are good to go. I'm just gonna retract it back in. Okay, and it's good to go. All right. So with that being said, we have reached the end. We have successfully reached a good stopping point. I am happy where we ended up. So now we get to choose. We get to choose, chat. Whomst shall we raid today? Whomst shall we raid today? I want to raid someone we haven't raided in a while. Or at all. So please, suggest someone that we have not raided in a while or at all. Neko Ella I haven't heard of. Linted. We could... Are you guys okay raiding Linted? We shall raid Linted. So Linted is a fellow engineer who is quite gifted at what they do. Oh, sure, Crelly. We're not reading Quote. Mandoth and Erze. Yeah, Linted streams. Yeah, we'll raid Linted. We don't need it. Or raid message. I don't know. V-Bridge. V-Bridge. Okay, and then V-Bridge. Okay, so those are the raid messages. We don't need anything super complicated. We are going to go ahead and raid on over. I will be in the Discord briefly after stream to talk and chit-chat. I had a great time streaming today. It was a fun day for me. I hope to see you guys again on Monday. I will be streaming again on Monday, I believe. Check's watch. I think. So, yes. So, in case I don't see you, make sure to have a good afternoon, evening, and night. And, yeah. All right. Bye.